What if I told you one of the most famous stories in human history isn't really about flying too close to the sun? It's actually about something far more dangerous: balance. Too much ambition destroys you, but so does fear. Thousands of years ago, the ancient Greeks told a story about a boy who tried to escape a prison by flying into the sky and paid the sorrowful price. But the real tragedy of Icarus isn't that he flew too high. It's that he forgot the most important rule of life: not too high, not too low. Long ago, a brilliant inventor lived in ancient Greece: Daedalus. Daedalus was not like an ordinary craftsman. He was an engineer, architect, a genius. But being genius can be dangerous when you serve the wrong king. Daedalus worked for the powerful ruler of Crete, King Minos. Minos gave him a tough task: to build a prison so complex, so confusing that no one who entered it could ever escape. And Daedalus did it. He built the labyrinth, a massive maze designed to hold the monster known as the Minotaur, half man, half bull. But eventually, Daedalus helped someone escape the labyrinth. And when King Minos found out this betrayal, he imprisoned Daedalus and his young son, Icarus. Their prison was not like an ordinary prison. Actually, it was an exile to an island. Every ship was controlled by Minos, every harbor was watched. Escape by land? Impossible. Escape by sea? Again, impossible. But Daedalus looked up and realized something. Minos controlled the land and sea, but there is one thing he could never control: the sky. So Daedalus started to gather feathers from birds that flew over the island. Small, large, didn't matter. He stitched them together carefully and held them with thread. Then he sealed them with wax, slowly. Two pairs of wings started to take shape, one for him, one for his son. Before they left, Daedalus gave his son, Icarus, a warning that would take place in history. Do not fly too low, because the sea will soak your wings, but do not fly too high, because the sun will melt the wax. Not too high, not too low. Fly the middle path. And they jumped. For the first time in human history, man flew. They soared above the waves, past ships, cliffs. Freedom. Icarus laughed with joy. He had never felt anything like it. The wind, the sky, the endless horizon. The sky belonged to him. It was like living like a holy thing. Then the excitement turned into something else: confidence, then pride, then something even more dangerous: ambition. Icarus started to fly higher, higher than the birds, higher than the clouds. His father shouted from below, "Come down." But Icarus did not listen, because when humans first taste freedom, they rarely want limits. He flew closer and closer to the sun, and then the wax started to melt. The feathers loosened, one by one. The wings fell apart, and Icarus fell down into the sea, a sea that would later be named after him, the Icarian Sea. Daedalus could do nothing but watch. For thousands of years, people believed the lesson of this story was simple: don't be too ambitious, don't fly too high. It could be true, but definitely lacking some points. Yes, Daedalus said don't fly too high, but also he said don't fly too low. He also did not say don't fly. So the real lesson of the tragedy of Icarus is all about balance. Too much ambition destroys people, but so does too little. If you fly too high, arrogance burns you. If you fly too low, fear drowns you. The history is filled with both kinds of people. Some fly too high. They believe they are invincible. They ignore warnings. They chase power, fame, success at any cost. And eventually, the wax melts. But others make the opposite mistake. They fly too low. They stay safe. Too safe. They never risk anything. Never chase their dreams. Never even test their wings. And the ocean slowly pulls them down. The Greeks had a word for the right path: the middle path, the golden balance. The real tragedy of Icarus is not that he tried to fly, it's that he forgot the balance. And maybe that's the real warning hidden inside this ancient myth. Don't you ever overestimate what you are capable of. And don't you ever underestimate what you are capable of. In life, you must fly, but remember the rule: not too high, not too low. Because the sky is full of dreamers who burned their wings, and the ocean is full of those who never left the ground. But the rare ones, the ones who truly succeed, are the ones who learn how to fly in the middle. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far, I recommend you to like the video. If you have any feedback, comments are here for it. And one last thing, do not subscribe. I'll make you remember it next time. See you soon.